Welcome, my hostages. I'm your supervillain, Meeka Nomicon, and this is Malviolence.
Hello? Hello? Hey! Wake the hell up!
Well, that's a friendly alarm system. Ah! What the... Huh? Where are you? Some sort of cell? But everything's so woozy, so you can't... No. No! What were you doing before you got here? You wanted a bonus, and your boss told you to go here and get info. So you did, and then something hit your back, and you...
Oh dear, looks like the anesthesia hasn't worn off, has it? Must have given them the wrong dose of ketamine.
Wait, hold on. I don't think ketamine is anesthesia, is it?
Just give it a couple more minutes. Soon you'll be right as rain.
Where's that voice coming from? It's giving you a migraine. You just want to shut it. Oh, over there. That monitor in the corner. You just push yourself up and make your way over to it. Oh, can we even walk though if we're still feeling woozy? What? There's no volume button on the front panel. Maybe it's to the side or...
Too bad, lab rat. You won't find any volume buttons here.
Okay, new plan. We just start yanking out cables. What you gonna do to stop me, huh? Lab rat? What's with that?
You're awfully confused by all this, aren't you? Well then, allow me to introduce myself. Some call me a simple sidekick, others call me the disciple of danger.
You. I'd wager you call yourself the disciple of danger. Has it caught on yet?
But if you ask me, I prefer... the Great Caution, Emperor of Malviolence!
Oh, you're adorable! I'm not gonna lie, the braces make me immediately not scared of you. I do like the glasses though. Very mad scientist meets Xbox.
Or caution for your convenience.
Seriously? A kid? You got locked up by a kid?
Oh, lab rat, that look on your face is priceless! I want to take a commemorative photo and tag it to my bedroom wall.
Thank you? Oh, please don't. Everyone tells you that you have a resting bee face.
Sadly, my camera isn't with me right now, so you'll have to make do with me telling you why you're here. That's another thing you're wondering about, isn't it? Why are you here?
You think?
Alright then, let's make this quick. You want something from me. That's why you came here, right? Your boss told you to come here and get something.
Information, please and thank you.
But I can't let that happen. No siree. So I'm gonna have fun with you instead. I'll learn what you're after and you won't be bored. Great deal, right?
No, it's not.
You're a funny one, lab rat. I like you already.
Oh, I take it back. Your teeth are gnarly. Kind of reminds me of the guy from Danganronpa 2. What's his name, like Soda or something? I know he's the guy with the pink hair. He had some killer teeth as well.
So much so that I've let you keep your gun. Feel free to shoot my screen anytime. I promise I won't care.
Wait, is that actually an option I can take? I want to try it. The temptation's there, but no thanks. You'd prefer to have some form of self-defense on hand.
Now, I'm still tidying up a couple of things on my end, so before I get back to work... Well then...
Welcome to your new home. Cozy, isn't it? It's got everything you need to live a normal human life. A comfy bed. Well, not comfy, but a bed. A tap with running water. A desk for desk things. Quintessential 5-star living. Just like the famous Milton hotels. Oh, and if you get hungry, just lift the painting in the middle of the room. The vent dispenses lab script 4053. Reviewers say it's safe for human consumption, so don't be shy. It's got all the nutrients you need to live a good life. Well, What's the holdup? Have a look around, check your dead device, beg for mercy, or make yourself comfortable. After all, you'll be here for a while. Thanks, Caution. Use your mouse to explore the room. When the cursor changes to a magnifying glass, you can interact with an item in the room. Who knows what'll happen the more you explore? Okay then. So a doorknob straight away. A door handle. But what's with the lock? You've never seen anything like it. Okay, so we need some kind of combination for that. Oh, I can't look at the TV. Or the security camera. I'll leave the painting for the last, since that's where we get our food, right? It's a desk. 4 desk things. What an evocative description. Oh, we were pushing that one. Your throat's dry and sore, but you can't find a cup anywhere. Does he expect you to drink out the faucet? It's fine, just cup your hands together. It'll work, right? Great. It doesn't even work. So much for quenching your thirst. Arse. I don't rate this this is not satisfactory at all. What happened to the 5-star Milton Hotels Express style service here? It's a bed. You're surprised you slept at all on something that lumpy. Yeah, that would be the ketamine. Yeah, right. Back at home, you worshipped your crappy mattress. And I think the only thing we've got left is the painting, right? There's a weird stock photo on the cover, but otherwise, it's your average vent. Caution won't be winning any awards for home decor anytime soon. Wait, is that a dog bowl? God damn it, Caution! Guess he wasn't kidding about the lab script. It's right there, neatly served in a metal bowl. To be honest, you could use something to fill your empty stomach. You made the smart decision to skip lunch on your way here. You pick up the bowl and shove a handful of pellets into your mouth. Oh, crunchy. They taste like... well, you don't know what you expected. They're grainy, if nothing else. You try not to think about Caution laughing at you from the other side of the screen. Huh? What's this? There's something at the bottom of the bowl? A pattern. To get a better look. You dump the rest of the pellets on the floor. Is it just me? Or does that kind of look like rabbit food or something? It's a Venn diagram. One with weird shapes? Oh wait, so that S was the one we saw on the door, right? So this is gonna be for our combination? Wonder if it means anything. It definitely does. So, these are like, they have to be combined, right? Okay, so the top 4, there's no overlaps. So there's only an O there, there's nothing in any of the others, providing like none of these have to be spun. But all the bottom 4 have multiple over the 3 different pies. A door handle. For some reason, you want to look around the room again. Oh, have I missed something? I mean, I've already seen that. That's just my diagram, right? See the door. Oh, I can look at the food. Rat pellets! Why did I eat any of those? Now, on the floor. To be honest, you're still pretty hungry. It wouldn't hurt to eat a little more, right? You could see yourself getting used to the crunchy texture. This isn't gonna end well. This is a bad idea. If they're rat pellets, I don't imagine they are actually safe for human consumption, right? I shouldn't do it. I kinda wanna do it. You scoop up another fistful of pellets and eat them without a second thought. Don't suppose there's any clues in the rat pellets. Why did you do that? Those pellets still don't taste great. In fact, the more you chew on... Did you poison the rat pellets? Oh, crap. Of course, there was something in the food. Whatever it was, it's making everything throb like crazy. Is it more ketamine? I die here, don't I? Your chest, your head, your eyes, but your throat's clammed up. You can't scream or cry or moan, and breathing's getting harder and harder, and soon your vision goes black. I suppose that's one way to escape from the room. Lab report 310. Subject expired shortly after ingesting higher than recommended daily serving of cyanide-laced rodent feed. Oh, well, cyanide is a little bit worse than the ketamine I was expecting. Contributing factors to death, evidently. Their stomach was bigger than their brain. I mean, true, but you don't need to call me out on it. May need to reevaluate stop agent's dietary preferences. Wait, I'm the stop agent? I'm one of the bad guys then, right? Ooh, dead end 1. Cheers! It's cyanide. Okay, looking at the rat pellets was not a good way to go. Oh, maybe re-look at the painting? Again, it's just your average... Wait! Something's taped to the back side. Again with those weird shapes. And this time they're colourful. Yeah, they definitely mean something. Maybe it's a way out? Wait. So if we're looking at this, only 3 of those shapes show up. It's the S, the O, and the teardrop, right? Oh, so only the primary colours actually show up in our Venn diagram? So I'm betting then, what this is saying is that the bottom 4 need to combine, so the S would need to be combined with the teardrop, and the resultant colour would be the actual solution for that quadrant. Okay, so what I'm thinking first then, let's put the top 4 in, because they're just singles. So it'd be O, S, S, and teardrop. Okay, I took it out of here. So, O, S, S, was that teardrop? Perfect. Return. Hopefully that doesn't reset. Okay, so teardrop is blue, S is red, and O is yellow. So we'd have red and blue, so that's purple. Yellow and blue for green. Oh, that's just double blue, so that's just plain blue. And then a yellow and a blue. So another green, right? Okay, so purple, green, blue, green. Oh, we didn't have orange anywhere. So purple, green, wait, oh, I got past green. Oh man. Green, blue, and then another green. Yeah? Hell yeah!
What? How the hell did you break the lock?
Because my brain cell is currently working. There's no way you could have gotten out on your own. I think I broke him. Oi, lab rat. I can see you, you know. You're just like the rest of those stop freaks. So textbook authoritarian, they could use you for their recruitment posters. That blank stare, that bland uniform, that world-class poker face. Makes me want to peel your brain like an orange. God knows what sick and twisted thoughts lurk beneath. Is he telling you to smile more? Well, I feel like he's got his fair points. I mean, we are the agency that were torturing children. He is, isn't he? Guess you'll give him the old passport photo. You're cute. Real cute. I'll forgive you for that. After all, I'm the Great Caution, Emperor of Malviolence. I'm not the type of man to go all out on a scrub like yourself. But alas, even my limitless generosity has an expiration date. And you're creeping up fast on the sow-by. Anywho, you do want to escape, don't you?
Well then.
Allow me to give you a final pearl of wisdom.
Stop making mistakes.
Wait, what mistake have I made? Other than the rat pellets, which we won't mention. I think he's just done with me.
Because the next time you screw up, you're not gonna like what happens next.
I think I made him mad. Well, that was unnerving. It's hard to tell when he's being serious, but his hatred for stop freaks is clearly no joke. Almost like he... No. Remember your training. Now's not the time to overthink things. You need to get out of here. Detective work can come later. To be fair, after experiencing proto-violence, I'm kind of on caution side. No side corridors, no secret doors, not even a crack in the wall. No choice but to move forward. You take another cautious step.
Welcome. I see you arrived safely.
Hello? What the? Another voice? And all the screens in the room lit up too. Wait, hold on. You're a proto-violence character, right? Deirdre, I believe? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's you. Nice flames, by the way. You know that woman on the screen. Everyone at Stop knows that face. They've seen her photos in the newspaper articles, broadcasts, social media. For years, this mysterious woman was the scourge of Stop. A saboteur who terrorized the public with bombs and cryptic threats. A supervillain, through and through. A supervillain by the name of...
From the top, then. I am Dr. Danger. You are here because you're under my temporary employment.
Huh? Is that a forced employment? Wouldn't have thought you wanted a Stop agent. Huh? No. Last time you checked, you were a Stop agent. By default, Dr. Danger's a sworn enemy. Was a sworn enemy. She died weeks ago, caught in her own explosion while trying to wipe another Stop facility off the map. Wait, does this mean she survived?
Before we begin your task, please listen carefully. Due to my circumstances, I cannot repeat my instructions, nor will I be able to answer any of your questions.
Oh, I guess she did die then. This is just a recording. No, her death was very thoroughly confirmed, which means this is just a recording. A cheesy one at that. Turns out even supervillains make the newbies watch employee training videos. Better tune her out. Wait, this could be important. Besides, you're no mere hired hand. You're a proud agent of Stop, trained to fight villains like her. So, what if there are more puzzles to solve and locked rooms to explore? To someone like you, they should be child's play. Should be. Oh, nice megaphone collection. What the hell happened to that chair? Huh, I found the torture room. Huh, seems like a typical evil lab, straight out of a comic book. Let's see here. Massive computers, high-tech gizmos, and a primary source extractor. Looking at that thing gives you goosebumps. Do you have to go through here? Maybe there's something you missed in the corridor. Yeah, you'll turn around and... It's locked. It's not opening. No, there's still the door on the other side. You'll just walk over and it'll automatically... And it should too. Great. Off to a fantastic start already. Wait, there's something else here. Now that is one jumbled up set of pipes. A lock with a strange puzzle. Kinda like the one you found in the cell. Maybe you'll find the answer in this room. You know, I just realized as well. You've got a whole jail cell over here. Don't think I didn't notice those chains. And I'm not entirely sure I want to know what this is. I mean, clearly that's blood. Do I want to know what bodily fluid this is? You approach the glistening puddle for a closer look. The smell's pretty unambiguous, but just to be sure, you gingerly swipe a finger across the surface. I swear to God, if you make us taste this, I will purposely get us killed. Oil? Most likely for some kind of machine. Oh, okay, that's not nearly as bad then. Still probably shouldn't consume it. It's not familiar. Stop has a massive array of equipment and vehicles that need regular maintenance. An agent like you is expected to know how to repair and service them, especially when your bosses are displeased with you. But it's strange to see oil out in the open here. Maybe it's a spill or a leak. Either way, something clearly isn't working. Okay, so 2 puzzles there, another one here. Might as well look around at everything first, and then... Okay, there's 4 in total. Then work our way through the puzzles. You paused when you saw the silhouettes from across the room, but on closer inspection, these aren't firearms at all. They're megaphones. So many colours, materials, variations. It's far from organised, but it does look like a collection. It's hard to picture Dr. Danger, one of Stop's most wanted criminals, picking up such an odd hobby. And yet, half of them are tagged with the initials DD. Every supervillain's bound to have a quirk or two. Right then, torture chair it is. From a comfortable distance, you eye over the primary source extractor. You approach carefully, listening closely for any hints of it roaring to life. Agents are expected to keep their wits about them and not jump to conclusions. But it's hard to see the device in front of you as anything but an electric chair. It looks crude and cruel, like a child's reimagining or something scary from a history book. That may be exactly what it is. Whatever its purpose, you give quite thanks that it seems to be out of commission. I'm just gonna have a question. Like, how do you cause that much blood in this chair? Like, do you fry them so badly they spontaneously combust? That's gotta be messy. I'm surprised there's not blood on the ceiling as well. Okay, which one do we want to do first? We've got briefcase, door, flasks, or machine. I think... let's do briefcase. It looks like there's an open toolbox. You approach it to take a closer look. Nope, it's a bomb. No big deal. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, you know, just a bomb. Everyone finds bombs casually, right? Fit all the bomb pieces inside the bomb casing. Use your mouse to drag pieces around. Left click to rotate them clockwise. Right click to rotate things counterclockwise. Be sure to give every piece its own space, or else things might get explosive. Okay then, this should be easy enough, right? I think put this one in first, because this one seems like our most awkwardest of shapes. Okay, so got you in there. Okay, so which one's gonna be awkward now? Probably you, right? So the problem is I can't leave one on its own. And we haven't got a 2 square either. Oh, I could fit it there and put this one next to it. Okay, so I think you're my next most difficult. If I put you there. No, that's... can't really do that. So whatever we put around it won't fit. I mean, if we had 2 more corners, that would work. Maybe up here instead? I do have 1 corner piece left. The problem is, oh, this bottom here. Maybe I can just put the square there? That works. Oh, and if I put the 4 going up here? I do have another corner bit. And then my 2, 3. Perfect. There we go. My bomb is perfecto. You solved the puzzle. A marble rolls out of the bomb case. Attached to it is a note reading, "Call me Padilla." You wonder what that could mean. Okay, so if we just wanted to work left to right, that'd be the door. You approach the strange locked door. Turns out, it's even stranger up close. Okay, knock down these effigies of stop officials in the same order you encountered them. So far you've found Colby Padilla. Oh, so I probably need to solve the other 2 puzzles before I can do this one, right? Beak as it is. 3 differently sized vials are placed on the table. There are instructions written next to them. Caution needs your help poisoning a top stop official, but this toxin of choice is pretty particular. Using 3 vials of 12cc, 8cc and 5cc, measure the poison to 2 equal doses of 6cc. Note that the 12cc vial contains the poison itself. Be quick though, if the poison's disturbed too much, it'll give off nasty vapors. Check the vials in order to pour the contents into each other. Oh, so I'm guessing this would be another one of our dead end, right? If we exceed the 20 thing. I'll be back to doing it in a bit. You know what? I've done this puzzle so much now. I am an expert at it. All we do is pour this over here, leave this over here, add the 2 to our 3, and perfecto, 6 to 6. That puzzle comes up so much in games. You solved the puzzle. A small compartment opens up, revealing a marble. Underneath, it is a note reading Brook Yang. Okay, Brook Yang is the stripy marble, got ya. You think you've seen the name somewhere before? Huh. Well, if we notice the name, it's going to be something to do with stop, right? 4 large monitors are displaying an intimidating wall of code. You were hoping you didn't have to deal with them, but... Ah well, time for some good old computer wrangling. With the list of codes to your left, Caution wants you to hack into one of Stop's computer systems. Use the mouse or keyboard to clear out the codes in the system, shown on the right. All of the codes must be used to destroy the firewall and successfully break into the system. But be careful, if you don't use these codes at the right time, you might lock yourself out. Okay, so I can only click on them when they're in a line. And because these are just 2 on their own, I need a code of 3. So I'm just going to make things drop down. Okay, so... Oh, so this one. Clearly, there's only 1 space for it, and it needs 1 of 3. So if I can actually get the center part to drop down enough, I could choose the top 2 to hit that. Oh, but 2 of those spaces, though. 1 center and 1 the edge. Okay, so I could drop the 111 down, and that would give me happy face 11. And that would mean I need you to get centralized, which again, I just need to get you to drop down. I think my issue comes here. Like, I have nothing that's 1-0 other than my face up here. I do have an 001 though, so I could drop this down. And I do need 111. What do we think? I think... Okay, so if I get 111 done, that at least clears out this column, right? So drop you down. I do need triple O's. What do I need for you again? Oh, I could just get rid of you. That is my face 11, right? Yep, do it. Okay, I've got 001. I think I need you. Because what do I need to... Oh, wait, what can I do then? Drop this one down. Then... I think drop my triple O's as well. Oh, because then I can drop the 111. That's... hasn't worked. I think I've done something wrong. No! I've done it wrong, haven't I? I mean, I've got this one correct and this one correct, but those 2 need to be swapped. It's too late. The counter trace just found you. Wait, does that mean you've alerted Stop? That rescue could be...
Hey, Brad.
I've got good news and bad news. In that order, 'cause time's short. Good news, Stop found your computer. Bad news, standard operating procedure is to overload the offending console ASAP. By the way, you're standing very, very close to the computer. You just exploded me! God damn! Lab report 615. Subject died after computer shrapnel blew up in their face. Contributing factors to death? Tech savvy? On their resume, guest stop wasn't thorough enough with their background check. Dead end 04, troubleshooting. Okay, we can do this. All we gotta do is make sure you don't fall next to the 0. Okay, so I feel like I definitely want to get rid of this column, so knock you out of the way. So I don't want those to get, like, isolated away. So I really want to get those out as soon as possible. And I need to start bringing these towers down, right? So I can actually start accessing these. So maybe I'll go for the central here. Okay, so I can knock out my 001. And we do need 000s. Is that a good idea? Yeah, don't see why not. Okay, 000s are out the way. Tell you what I could do. I could do my 100, because that definitely makes sure you're not going to sit next to it. Sure, why not? Okay, 000s are the way. Then... Okay, oh, I think I've got it. So knock these out, knock our 1s out. And they fall perfectly. There it is. You solved the puzzle. The computer ejects a marble, along with a note reading Isia Bishop. Okay, excellent, we've done it. You approach the strange locked door. Turns out, it's even stranger up close. Okay, so Kobe Padilla, Isia Bishop, and Brook Yang. So that was the bomb, that's the hacking, and that's the poison. Oh, but in the same order you encountered them, so it would actually be bomb, poison, then hacking, right? Alright, let's find Cody. So let's just follow it backwards, why not? You are very wiggly. Okay, all the way up here, round we go. Just give a bit of strangulation right there, it seems. Okay, so this one should be Colby. Perfect! He is definitely deceased. And then we need poison, so Brook Yang. And then, luckily, this is the last one we need to do. Like, we don't need to trace the other ones. It'll just be process of elimination at that point. Here we go. Which one are we betting on, 1 or 2? I think... Looks like 2. It's not really a guess when I've made it that far. Here we go. Okay, perfect. That's Brook down, and that leaves you as our Isia. Perfect.
Well, if it isn't a lab rat.
For someone with chronic resting bladder face, you look real proud of yourself. And you know what? You should be. By getting this far, you're statistically proven to have more brains than 96% of staff employees. So congrats. That said, I actually expect you to die by now. I'm not sure how to reward you for your success. Oh, wait. I have an idea. How about a sticker? If you get out of here, I'll give you a fruit-scented one. At the rate you're going, you might even get one of my super special grape stickers. And I never give those out. Huh. I don't see you jumping for joy. Not a grape fan?
Well then.
Oh well, more for me.
Hey, lab rat.
So, what did you do? Went to my research lab. It's awesome, isn't it? A little derivative, maybe. But any scientist with their soul needs a room with high-tech computers and big, fat source libraries. Though, there is one thing that makes my lab better than the others. Let me guess. The torture chair? My primary source extractor. It's kinda loud once it revs up, and it's kind of a pain to clean afterwards. But the results are... mwah, amazing. I had planned on giving you a first-hand demonstration, but the last experiment got so messy that I'm still cleaning the rafters. Disappointing, I know, but never fear. The great caution Emperor Malviolence used his aptitude for adaptation to his advantage, and so he constructed these puzzle rooms, sure to satisfy even the least imaginative of stop agents. And I thought they were lad rat. Eesh, tough crowd. You must be fun at parties. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Vamos to the next room already. There's more games for you to play. Oh, hell, take your sweet time. I've always wanted to see how motivating electrified floors can be. He's clearly joking again. Probably. Maybe? Nope. Better not tempt fate. This self-styled supervillain has got world-class bad manners. Where could he have picked up such a nasty personality anyway? You know it's pointless to speculate, but you can't help it. Because your current surroundings are unusually ordinary. The last corridor looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. This one's practically mundane. It's got more in common with a basic stock research building. Are we sure it wasn't? Like at one time? Maybe they stole it from us. It brings back memories of your days as a low-level agent, trudging through halls, delivering low-level intel to low-level researchers. Your supervisor loved emphasizing the low-level part. Pressing your keycard to the reader, hearing that little beep of approval, seeing the doors click open. Waking up in a mad scientist research facility has a way of making you long for the simple life. Speaking of doors, this corridor's got 5 to choose from. You pause. Once again, your fate is in your own hands. Is this another one of his puzzles?
Good. You made it through the experiment room.
Oh, hi there. Dr. Danger's on again. What did you... No, calm down. It's probably motion activated. You should have listened to the last recording, since it seemed pretty helpful. This time, you'll stay still and pay attention. To be fair, I did tell you to listen to it.
I apologize for any distress that the previous room may have caused you.
That's fine, I mean, torture chairs, sows, bums. It's just your general Dr. Danger experience, right?
For whatever it's worth, please know that I do not take pleasure in hurting others. The sight of blood makes me quite ill. It always has. Allow me to explain.
No, that room belongs to my apprentice. Currently, he is running, and even if he seems more interested in the process than the results, honestly, I'm in no position to lecture him. He is not cruel. He is just...
Please, listen carefully.
I suppose I can say this. All his test subjects have a certain unfortunate commonality. Let me guess, they're all stop agents? I wonder if he's from the facility then. A terminal condition that makes it very difficult for him to remain impartial.
I apologize.
I apologize for being vague here, but the nature of this work has always been a private matter. It's not your responsibility. It's mine. What's that supposed to mean?
If you're looking for where to go next, please take the door directly in front of you. The other doors are very much best left shut.
Wait, what's behind the other doors?
Take care now. I'll see you in a week.
Can we try one of the other doors? That recording definitely wasn't for you. Whoever the intended recipient was, Dr. Danger clearly trusted them. Better take the door she recommended. No, I want the other doors! I'm far too nosy. Ooh. I think I found their research lab. Or at least their detective lab. An office. There's shelves everywhere. Loads of files too. Like the hall before it. It's oddly ordinary. Just to double check though. That door's not gonna open. You're pretty sure this is another puzzle room. Alright then, let's get searching. Okay, so this is definitely, that's definitely a puzzle. We have got the boards to look at. Printouts and clippings of various news articles, all related to Dr. Danger's exploits, with a certain colourful sidekick occasionally breaking into the opening paragraphs. In fact, when you look at them all together, caution seems to show up more over time. Dr. Danger must have been pleased with her pupil's growth. At the bottom of the pile, a heavily weathered photo peeks out. Based on what you can make out of the caption, it looks like some kind of commemorative occasion. Yeah, it's Deirdre or something like that, right? Audrey Strange, was it? Et al. Celebrate breakthrough in cybernetic security. You can't recognize any of the faces. Never mind. It's just similar, that's all. Okay, so we can look at the little post-it notes. You pick on the note beneath the blackboard. It says, the red-headed child said they have never been to the suburbs or to open water. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains. Oh, so that's like a clue to a logic puzzle, right? The ones where basically you've got to have the 4 different aspects and you've got to pair them up correctly. You survey the diagrams before you. From a distance, they seem to be your average blueprints. Blueprints for weapons of all makes, shapes, and sizes. But on closer inspection, they reveal a certain quirkiness that doesn't belong in a technical document. The handwriting is also distinct, for lack of a better word. That said, poor penmanship hasn't dulled the designs themselves. The least dangerous of these would be devastating out in the field. The oldest of the blueprints, the ones hidden at the bottom of the pile, look wildly different. Clearly, another person was behind them. In fact, if you squint, you can still find the signature at the bottom. Strange, they say. They're dated more than 15 years ago. Oh, another poster over here. You spot a note on the wall and pick it up. It says, the blonde child seems to have a musical inclination. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Upon sampling, it seems to be a coating of coastal salt. The city dweller has abducted in the spring. Anything else over on this side? Oh, we can look at the papers. Oh, wait, are they the prosthetics? That definitely looks like a hand, right? These documents appear to be designs for cybernetic limbs, like the ones produced by Stop. At first glance, on closer inspection, there are more differences than there are similarities. Stop's technology is more generalized, more efficient, and angular. These plans are heavily customized. They could be only been suitable for a very small number of subjects, possibly as few as 1. Perhaps Dr. Danger based it off stolen data? You make a note to tell your supervisors about possible reverse engineering. No, I'm pretty sure, wasn't she the one that came up with the designs to begin with, before she turned rogue? You eye over the mass of scrawled notes pinned in front of you. There are 2 distinct sets of handwriting here, but the contents are mostly the same, and mostly domestic. Notes on what to eat for breakfast and when to start preparing it. Notes on how much sleep to get and what stories to read. Birthdays, exercises, meal plans, and chores. The 2 who wrote these notes weren't just sharing the same space. They were living together. Alright, what's you about her? There's a note stuck to the front of the desk. It says, the bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. Okay, the computer's another puzzle. As you look over the sprawling web of photos, documents, and diagrams, you realize everything in front of you is perfectly orderly. These are the notes of a hunter, and Stop was the prey. You recognize dozens of names, operations, and places. Vital parts of Stop's organization that had suffered heavy blows in the last few years. But you're disturbed by how many places you don't recognize. Laboratories, factories, and armories that must be high above your clearance level. Crossed out like someone was just going down a checklist. All these top secret sites share the same acronym, YTDI. No, you don't recognize it. That's par for the course with Stop. If you don't know what an acronym means, it's probably above your pay grade. I can't remember if that was the acronym from Supervillains. Oh, we're gonna post it. A note is stuck to the water cooler, which doesn't actually dispense any water. Huh, I'm starting to think there's just no water in this facility at all. It says, the child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last to arrive. Subject R arrived in June. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September. Okay, I think we found everything then. So, we've got computer, obviously the door, the board, and the other computer. I feel like this is going to be our logic puzzle, right? So we might as well do this one first. The blackboard is covered in little doodles, but they don't seem to be there for just decoration. You hate to admit it, but they're kind of cute. Completely unlike their creator. Okay. During our last operation, we only managed to save 4 test subjects. We also found some incomplete records that indicated all the subjects at this facility arrived within the same calendar year and amongst their personal belongings. Click on the notes for a detailed view. In the detailed view, click on the written notes to strike them out. Using what information we have, figure out which item belongs to who, when each subject arrived at the facility, and who brought where. Okay, we can do that. So blonde child has the harmonica, right? So that should be you. You seem to be the only blonde one. Okay, so you're definitely the harmonica. The bracelet has a notable tarnish from coastal salt. Okay, so Sam the bracelet is going to the coast. So what we now know is that F and the harmonica is definitely not from the coast. And F also definitely does not have the bracelet. The city dweller was abducted in spring. Okay, so that should be March, right? And March is the city. Okay, so the coast and the bracelet is either June, September, or December. City could still be F and our harmonica though. Okay, so I feel like these 3 are now done and used. I reckon this note is the next easiest one to go through. It's got the direct statements. Okay, so the child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last arrival. Okay, F, G... Oh, it's definitely going to be A then. So second to last arrival means you're from September. Okay, so A is definitely not from the city then. And definitely not the harmonica. Could still be the bracelet and coast. We've got the yo-yo and plane. Okay, subject R arrived in June. Ah, there you are, subject R. Perfect, so that makes F either March or December. And then we've got subject G as the opposite one. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September. Oh! Okay, so I don't know who that is. Oh, we already know A is September, right? So that means A is the bracelet. So A went to the coast. Okay, so A wearing the bracelet, came in September, and has arrived on the coast. So that's all 4 of those completely done. Nice. This is a bit of a mess. Maybe I'm going to take that one out just so it's cleaner. So everything just connects to him now. I think I like the look of that more. Okay, so still got G and R for the plane and the yo-yo. Wait, wasn't there something about the yo-yo? Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. Oh, so that's you. So you have to be the yo-yo, right? That makes you the plane? That works. And the yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. Yeah, that makes sense because we know you arrived in June. And... Okay, so you're gonna have to be the mountains or the suburbs? Oh, the bracelet arrived in the facility before the toy plane. So the toy plane had to be September or December, right? Well, it can't be September because that's the bracelet. So December has to be the toy plane, which is you. And then you're the only one without an intake date. So I think that's March. And so that makes you from the city, I believe. Okay, so you're December with the plane. The red-headed child said they had never been to the suburbs or to open water. Oh, so you have to be the mountains then, right? Because that's the only one I've got left available. And it puts you as the suburbs? Okay, I think everything is connected correctly. Like, everything is connected to something, right? I think I've done it right. I'm gonna just have to trust this. I don't have to connect everything to everything, right? I can just connect them all to the person. I assume so. Let's submit. You solved the puzzle. Oh yeah! A tiny blue tile falls to the ground. Upon closer inspection, it reads the letter E for evidence? Or maybe for end of puzzles, or enough of these silly games. But that's just wishful thinking. Either way, you decide to take it with you. Okay. What do we fancy next? We've got computer at the door. I want this computer. The monitor is displaying some kind of simulation. Better take a closer look. What the hell am I looking at? It's time for a crash course in cybernetics. Lay down new synthetic neural pathways, but be mindful of the original pieces that can't be moved. Here's some basic recalibration rules. Neural pathways must form one continuous loop and occupy every available space. Pathways can cross over themselves, but they can't retrace themselves. So, no T intersections. At any four-way intersection, a neuron will always go straight through. It'll never turn. You can only submit possible solutions where there are no open-ended pathways, including T intersections. Okay. So these are the ones that are permanent. So we might as well put these in first then, because they're going to be the ones we know for a fact. So anything coming in and out of them? Thank you. Just these ones now. Perfect. Okay, so that's the corner, so I'll have to turn around like that. We can't have corners, we can't have T's. So you'll have to come down and intersect. I mean, I suppose I could cross that one over if I need to. That's still have to be a thing. Okay, so you're going to have to go left, right? Because I can't have T's. You can't go down. I feel like I need you to go up. Otherwise, wait, yeah, because it'll end up being a T if I don't. So I think I just have to make you go round. Okay, so if you're still like that, you will all have to be corners. I think this one has to be a cross one, right? It's the only way to fit in. So what else we got? I mean, you could be a cross, but I do need this to be a corner going down. Oh, and another corner here. So I add all the corners. Oh, this one needs to be a straight across. Suppose I could turn corners after that. Okay, so what are we thinking? So, I mean, the problem that they said is that they need it to be continuous, right? So I can't get it locked in. So if we follow it around so far, it would go up here, down here, and it's where I link it from there. Okay, so if I just link that up, could... but then the problem is, how do I connect this one in? Well, that's not going to work then. Maybe if I have it connected like that? That's got my same issue though. But unless I make you a cross, that could work. Okay, let's follow it around though. Make sure we're not just looping ourselves in one continuous area. Okay, that would end up being here. So say I just keep going. I'll go around. Okay, that could work. So if I just loop it in like that. Oh, but then here's my issue. What do I do with all of these? I mean, I could just link it like that, right? So where would you go? Go all the way around? Okay, but now I can't connect these two together because that would just make one closed circuit. So if I link it up here instead, and follow it around this way. Okay, that seems connected. Yes? Is that it? What's that? Okay, I'll follow it around one more time just to make sure I haven't closed anything off. Okay, go across, up here. This is looking promising. I think I've cycled through all of it, right? And I've got no T's, no dead ends. I'm not confident. I don't know if I am confident or not. Submit. You solved the puzzle. Oh man, I was doubting myself so hard. The desk drawer juts open just a bit and reveals two small tiles inside. Artie, you're spelling Earth, aren't you? I don't know why that's the first word I thought of, but ERT. R and T are written on them respectively. Now, where could you put them to use? I mean, probably on the door, right? Oh, there are 5 empty slots on the door. Your best guess is that you need to fill them up somehow. Alright, need to find 2 more letters. Ooh, Taser, is that my solution? Caution's a big fan of word games. So, he wants you to come up with a word that's almost as good as the one above. You might have to find some letters first. I wonder if it's going to have to be like an anagram of that. What's that? Let's come back. So it's going to be here, right? A computer and a small, strange coliseum? What on earth is that? Of course, it's a puzzle. Oh, okay, another timed one. Gotcha. In a stealthy campaign, Caution has managed to take control of a stop holding center where several young test subjects are being held in a futuristic panopticon. To give them the best chance of survival, Caution needs to rearrange the cells so that each group of escaping testees is balanced. These groups are shown as a circle, a triangle, and a square. Oh, and an X. However, the bureaucratic system have left only the bare minimum operating instructions on how to operate the panopticon. How Caution probably arranged the cells according to the limitations of the system. Okay, so blue to white, white to brown, and brown to blue. Okay, so I need one of each in all of them, right? I mean, I have got an equal amount, right? So 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 squares, 5 triangles. Okay, so just try clicking something in general. So if I click here. Oh, okay, so that's showing me what it moves. Oh, so the brown influences the blue, the white influences the brown, and the blue influences the white. Okay, now I understand. Okay, so if I put the circle here, I need, say, the X over here. Then I've got the square as well. So that one would be perfect if I just move it. But of course, they're going to keep moving. I'm trying to think. Because, yeah, this one just needs a cross and a square. This one's perfect. But of course, it's not going to be as soon as I start spinning it. And this is going to be my big kicker, the one that moves everything. Okay, so which one are you? You're missing the circle. Okay, now you've got the circle. I feel like white is the one I want to move the least. Just because now it's got 3 things that'll move with it. I feel like I just want to go for it, but only 15 points. Wait, okay, so I could go... it's not really helped, has it? I mean, I suppose I could move the top one. Okay, so at least 1 and 2 are both different. And then if I was going to move... Oh, this one moves white, though. Okay, well, that one's perfect. You are definitely not. Now... I don't know what to move for the best. Wait, have I accidentally done it? Oh, damn! I have no idea what I just did. But I did it in 4 moves. Beat that! You solved the puzzle. Okay, in response to your hard-earned success, 2 little straddle-like tiles pop out of the miniature Pandopticon. They show the letters A and S. How quaint! Okay, you're no straddle expert, but you've got this puzzle all under control. Probably. I mean, we can say stare. Is that as good? I can do stare. I mean, it's not almost as good as taser. Trying to think, is there anything else I could do? Can I just say stare? Is that gonna be alright? I might have to go for it. I can't think of any other word. I mean, there's rates. Oh, I'm gonna go stare. But yes? Hell yeah! No message from the kid yet. Maybe if you're stealthy. You could sneak past without being subjected to another one of his stupid broadcasts.
As usual, I see.
You spoke too soon. Yeah, you're right in your element, huh? Not that you'd know it, but I've got a good eye for this kind of thing. I bet you've got that bubbly feeling buzzing under your skin, like sweet sparkling lemonade in your veins. What a colourful turn of face. I'd give my right arm to feel as excited as you do now, Lavat. You must be salivating at the mountain of evidence beneath your fingertips. Weapons, corkboards, secret evil plans. All the classics are here, and we both know that you know you really, really want to rub your grubby paws all over them. Even if you copied half and threw it through the wind, you'd still have enough evidence to net you a promotion from HQ.
Well then.
So go ahead, take as much as you like. You're just confident I'm not going to escape, right? I won't touch a hair on your head. After all, the great caution Emperor of Malviolence knows that you only care about the truth. He shall let you indulge. What's the catch? Hey, Ladvat, can I ask you something? You are just getting evidence, right? Does he not approve of your investigation style? You're being thorough, just to be cautious. You're just being thorough. I've watched you with my drones. Tailored these puzzles to your specific super problem-solving skills. Carried out quasi-legal research on your identity. So, I know what you are. You're an agent for Stop. Nothing more, nothing less. Am I right? Again with the silent treatment. I've met vending machines with better social skills than you know that. Fine.
Shut up!
Fine! The next time you escape a puzzle room, I won't talk either. See how you like it. Now move, or you'll regret your staring contest with me. Well, I think we're becoming very good friends. Again, with the temper tantrum, huh? Seriously, why is he so annoyed at you? He and Dr. Danger have fought against stop field agents in the past, but that's not your department. Hell, before this, you've never met either of them face to face. What right does he have to act all high and mighty at you? Right? Supervillain. Big ego, no self-awareness. Don't overthink it. Ooh. Wait, what are these? The dim corridor stretches before you, with no answers to offer. It's darker here, but not in an unpleasant way. What do you reckon, just more stock photos? That one's familiar. It's warmer than the previous rooms, literally and figuratively. The wooden floorboards and the decorated wallpaper feel welcoming, nostalgic even. If you view this hall alone, you'd assume it belonged to a family household, not to a scheming terrorist and her kooky sidekick. It's been a very long day. Hard to tell how much time has passed. Damn, you are exhausted. The gentle heat tempts you to sit down on the floor, or maybe lie down. That's probably a bad idea. Would caution allow you to take a quick breather? If he meant what he said about not harming a hair on your head, then maybe the smart thing to do would be to...
Very tempting for a wooden floor, isn't it?
I thought you were dead and couldn't see me. Ah! A third time?
Heated flooring. My work has always been stressful, so I've always strived to maximize comfort wherever I could. Allow me to explain.
When your work is done, you can sleep here all you like. But before then, you've got dishes to clean, washes to run, bedrooms to vacuum, and of course, caution to take care of. He represents a unique challenge, I know, but you wouldn't have gotten this far if you and I didn't believe you could do it.
Please, listen carefully.
While I'm away on business, it's important that you keep him on his daily routine. 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Regularity is key. Remember that all his dietary habits are detailed in the files that we went over together. Wait, is Caution the kid from Proto-Violence? I mean, he could be, they were both blonde.
I apologize.
I apologize if you'll have to decrypt them again, but Caution and I have made a habit of hiding our tracks for good reason. And when the day is over, feel free to play games, watch movies, or read comics together. If you need a suggestion, Caution told me that he loves the Constantinople Mall course on Mario Kart. I might be pronouncing that wrong. He'll know what you mean. So take care.
Please,
If
listen carefully.
things go smoothly, I'll be back for him in a week. And if things don't go smoothly, well, there are systems in place that will guide you on what to do.
That's all for now. Goodbye.
I'm guessing things didn't go smoothly, huh?
And thank you for taking care of my... Note to self, re-record instructions at earliest convenience. Try not to be so ominous next time.
Thank you for taking care of your child, Bunny Chance. That message wasn't for you. And it wasn't for one of Dr. Danger's goons either. But a babysitter? Really? Who in the world would be qualified to babysit him? Come on, just focus on the task at hand. Ah, Very homey. Kid, are you around here? It's a normal apartment. There's a kitchenette, a dining table, a small sitting area, and stairs. Probably a bedroom up there. Are you supposed to be here? Well, that's me locked in. Guess you are. Okay then. Well, that definitely looks like our way up. Oh, we can go upstairs. Anything to look at before we go? It's a crumpled, heavily worked over notebook filled with grandiose ramblings in the third person. Lots of exclamation points and capital letters and ego massaging in spidery handwriting. But the more you flip back through the pages, the more the writing grows negative. Another, neater set of handwriting appears, leaving words of encouragement. Even further back, the spidery handwriting disappears. The neater writer takes over, marking the wrinkled paper with crisp grids and clear lessons. Shaky, barely legible scribbles sit below, rounding out vague, letter-like shapes. It almost looks like a therapeutic exercise, or a homework assignment. Maybe it's both. But it's obvious the notebook's author hasn't used it for a long time. Personally, you wouldn't be caught dead using the third person. You only use the second person, and even then, only for gathering your thoughts in high-stakes scenarios. Very meta. Okay, okay, so the oven is a puzzle. Good to know. And another notebook? You pick up what appears to be a generic scrapbook, like those shoved to the back shelves of charity stores. Looking closely, you can still see remnants of price sticker glue. It feels normal. Too normal. The book's clearly hiding some deep, dark secrets. But the inner contents are equally normal. Or you find are photographs of a woman who looks a lot like Dr. Danger and a young boy with a crooked, toothy grin. The craftsmanship on display isn't anything remarkable, with poorly cut edges and tacky glitter glue smeared across the cheap cardstock. At least, the pages seem to be in chronological order. In the earliest photos, the boy is bedridden. His skin is unnaturally pale, and his gaze is unfocused, empty even. Let me guess, he's also missing some limbs. But as you flick through the pages, he grows stronger. He gets out of bed. His eyes shine with inspiration and intelligence. He smiles. The woman in these photos must have been taking good care of him. The later photos are self-explanatory. Each moment is carefully dated and annotated, playing video games, reading bedtime stories, and what seems to be a movie night. You know the film they're watching. It's that one cartoon about an alien supervillain, one with a very big brain, but very little common sense. Hold on, wasn't this film released 3 months after this photo was taken? Looks like stop. We'll have to add digital piracy to Dr. Danger's long list of crimes. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything else over there I can look at. I'm thinking before we try any of the puzzles. Oh! This thing under here? This appears to be a locked box, but it's without a lock. You give the lid a small tug, and it opens. There's no dust inside, but a stale odor wafts out. Clearly, this hasn't been opened for a long time. You find a lab coat with an ID pinned above its breast pocket. There's no photo, but the name Deirdre Destrange is clearly printed on the plastic card, alongside a worn barcode. The code itself is high quality, but it's worn around the edges. Deirdre must have used it for a long time, taking good care of it all the while. You see framed photos, diplomas, certificates and awards, all of them belonging to this Deirdre Destrange. In and of itself, a doctorate in cybernetic biology is impressive, but Destrange received this years ago. To be that experienced at a young age, and when the science was still so new, She must have been on the cutting edge of the field. Yeah, she was the pioneer, in fact, I believe. At the bottom of the pile, you find a dented, dusty medal. An award for continued service to the international security community. The medal's name has been violently scratched out, and yet you think you see the remnants of a familiar logo. Oh, stop by any chance? Okay, let's go up then. Aww, he's got a little mushroom. Oh, that's a puzzle, apparently. Okay, good to know. I'll come back for you. Don't seem like anything on the shelves other than that is something I can look at. You pick up a clipboard with a thick stack of charts and diagrams pinned to the front. Subject recuperation log is printed at the top of a harsh black lettering. At the bottom of the page, you spot the acronym YTDI. You flip through the log. The recuperation described here is difficult to read. Seizures, phantom pain, memory loss, and brain damage are all expected results, not side effects. Scrawl notes speculate that these symptoms would last for several years or decades, perhaps even permanently. Implanting cybernetics in individuals under 18 isn't legal, but it is frowned upon. And from the logbook, a lot of children were implanted. Children well under the age of 18. There's nothing here about informed consent or parental permissions. Evidently, parents weren't involved. You find an assortment of patterns, books, and materials for sewing. There's a little stack of half-finished items, a skirt and a blouse in conservative colours. Right next to it, a whole pile of hand-stitched garments in garish yellows, greens, and reds. Seems like someone handed their sewing book down to a more imaginative type. You're well aware that sewing isn't just a simple hobby. Many of STOP's associated security forces take up the practice when their first cybernetics are implanted. After such a big operation, fine needlework quickly rehabilitates hand-eye coordination. But you doubt they'd make such a large collection of fuzzy mittens. Okay, oh, we can look at the bust as well. When you look at the bust in front of you, you recall a half-serious lesson on disguising yourself back when you were a trainee. From what you remember, this appears to be a mannequin for a wig, but Dr. Danger had a full head of hair. Did she need to disguise herself? Intel's always suggested that her mastery over tech kept her off any camera she cared about. Oh, we've got a trapdoor as well. I wonder then, if Dr. Danger's not dead, and maybe she disguised someone to look like her? Let's do this one first, I think. There are a few plushies sitting on the shelf. They're surprisingly soft. You investigate the cupboard below the plushies where... Whoa! What the hell is this? An avalanche of plushies spills out, burying you in a soft, fuzzy pile. This would be a comfy way to go out, but you should probably put everything back. What a mess! You need to clean up all of these toys by sorting them into sets. A set is made up of 4 unique toys. You can reach toys by moving up, down, left or right. You can't move diagonally. Plot your moves carefully. As the toys shift, they may get harder to reach. Okay, so 4 different ones. So we need a spider, this, and a worm. Okay, so maybe go up and to over here first. And so, oh yes, they're gonna drop down. So these slugs I'm gonna need to be careful of. Okay, so straight down. That's another match. I need to go over and get a slug then, huh? Perfect. Oh, so I could make a square. Let's go oh, perfect. Whoa. That might be dangerous. Wait, I see it. So down, over here. No, I've done it wrong. You set down the toys and pause to think. task is a lot harder than you thought it would be. Maybe
Hey, lab rat.
having trouble organizing. I get it. I'm gonna get buried and suffocated by plushies, aren't I? I was horrible at putting my stuff away. A total mess every time. But whenever I got into a pickle, Dr. Danger always helped me out. Hey, remind me, where is Dr. Danger right now? The sudden quietness in his voice makes you freeze. Right. Oh, that's not an avalanche of plushies. Subject was transported to the automated disposal unit via trapdoor, whereupon the automated disposal department did what it does best. Contributing factors to death, expected leniency, where there was none to be found. Dead end 12. Get stuffed. So I do feel like it'd be best if we could just work side to side, right? Because then I could hopefully not block myself in. Alright, we go to the top. I'm pretty sure this is what I did last time, but we're gonna go for it. Okay. So we have to go for the snake no matter what. And then... Okay, so we're gonna have to go up this way and get to that slug. Need the snake as well. So, gonna have to go up. I think it also is a question, where do I want to leave myself? I mean, I could end on the slug, or I could end on the spider or a mouse. Okay, so think about this logically. I definitely need spider and mouse done and one of the slugs. Would it be better if I'm here? Might be. Okay, so wait, if we go up here. Wait, that's it. Then these down here. And then we've got our square of them. Perfect. There we are. You solved the puzzle. Oh, hi, kid. Oh yeah, I forgot you had an eye missing as well. One of the plushies rips open, revealing a photo inside. The back of the photo is black with words. She told me to explore the place. She said it was important that I adjust to my new environment, but she's been holed up in the lab. I don't know why she's so stressed about my surgeries. She's the smartest person I know, and I grew up surrounded by brilliant scientists, so that's saying something. She says she's still concerned about making adjustments to my synthetic nerves. That she's worried she'll put me through even more pain. But every time she's worked on my new limbs, I haven't felt a thing. Last time, I actually fell asleep. Oh, that's definitely the kid from Supervillains then. Alright, trapdoor. Ouch! Seems like you stepped on a rogue sewing pin. What's a large unfinished sewing project doing? Or spread out on the floor? Looks like a quilt. Must have been too big for the little sewing desk. For some reason, you want to finish it. Okay, this quilt is unfinished, and you need to make it complete. Each tile has 3 traits: color, shape, and fill. In order to finish the intended pattern, each adjacent tile must share exactly 2 out of 3 traits with the next tile. Below, construct a next motif that you want to place by adjusting the color, shape, and fill with the arrows. Okay, so we have blue, red, and yellow. Spiral, cross, flame, and warning. Okay, so it's either filled, empty, or stripy. Gotcha. Okay, I think this works. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, so this one, red and stripy on both, correct? Red stripy, red in shape. Then red shape, shape, and fill on both of those. Color shape. That's color fill, Shape fill? Color fill? Yes? Yep, that works. Okay, these four should all work for each other. And that was, yeah, shape fill. Shape color and shape fill. Yes? Okay. I can't see anything that doesn't match up. It all seems to share two things with one another. Do I just submit it? Do I think we're ready? Oh yeah, I say we go for it. The worst case scenario, we die here. Let's risk it. You solved the puzzle. Hell yeah! You notice that you can now lift up the quilt. There's a photo underneath it. Something is written on the back. There was all this heat and smoke and energy. There were alarms blaring and people shouting. That's what she told me, but I barely remember any of it. Here's what I did remember. When we stopped running, she seemed more tired than I was. She did carry me the entire time, but she didn't seem any weaker than before. Her hold on my body didn't loosen. She was just looking at what was left of my shoulder. I was hurting like you wouldn't believe, but I don't think I cared, because that day, I got to see the sky again. Damn, I forgot how bad I felt for that kid. Oh wait, I can look at the papers? It's a loose page with handwriting on it. Judging by the number in the corner and the fading ink, it must have been a small part of a much larger document. Entry set 1. It's nice to have a job security right out of school. I had my doubts during junior year, of course, but I don't think anyone could have predicted how the sector's grown these past few months. The developments in cybernetic technology have been explosive, sometimes literally. It's troubling, but all great technology has the potential for misuse. And now, I'm going to be part of an organization that works to keep that tech under control. Though I'll be honest, the name's pretty silly. Oh well, they could always change the acronym later. Ah, this is when you went to whip a stop, huh? Entry set 2. I thought that things were moving fast before, but the growth we're seeing now makes those earlier years look glacial. Stop is doing good work that needs to get done, and it's making countries put money where their mouths are when it comes to international cooperation efforts. Last month, we managed to craft a digital data management system that could tell us whenever a dangerous cybernetic schematic was downloaded and where it was downloaded to. This month, we finalized our report on maximizing cybernetic synchronization for patients, confirming my earlier theory: the younger, the better. The difference really was astounding, and I must admit, it felt good to shove that 19% performance increase right in that stuffy old bee's smug face. Dr. Tan asked if the trend in performance would improve further if we started surgery any earlier. A weird question, since this tech is only approved for anyone old enough to enlist, but I guess she was just being thorough. The theory is sound. Oh, we're gonna regret saying that. The promotion was nice. I deserved it, and I was the only obvious choice, but still, it felt nice to be recognized. Not for much longer, don't. Oh, that wasn't there before. Entry set 3. Another month where the Security Advisory Council look completely lost. It's like they don't know what to do with pace time. They do amazing work, obviously. The world is secure, and cybernetic technology is finally getting regulated. The laws are catching up with the science. That's a good thing, even if it makes their job a little less exciting, or maybe a little less secure. I requested another transfer, my third in 3 years, but they didn't seem to mind. I just can't find work as engrossing as I used to. It probably doesn't help that I'm not sure what it is I do anymore. I mean, logically, I know what I do. I research cybernetics, but I'm not sure what I do for stop. Stop hasn't had a major security incident in months. The last incident they responded to was just a protest outside the building that got a little rowdy. Staff morale has been down ever since. A little controversy is to be expected, given the power Stop has nowadays. They're being naive if they expect people to be grateful to the organization forever. I might have transferred a few times too many. I came into work today and clocked out without recognizing a single face the entire time. New people, places, communities, projects, and always more acronyms. And for the first time in years, I was denied access to internal data. I didn't think anything could be above my pay grade anymore. Note to self, look up YTDI. Oh, you're not going to want to see that stuff. I was very disappointed with the state of the Youth Training and Development Initiative. That's how I put it in writing. I don't really have the right words to express my disgust with this program's existence. The idea that cybernetic sync rates increase the earlier in life treatment starts was based on a completely different timeline, assuming that we were talking about 18 versus 24. It was never supposed to justify whatever the hell they're doing now. They don't actually care about reducing rejection symptoms or making the cybernetics work more seamlessly. They care about creating a product by experimenting on children. Children that no one else cares about. They want to produce cybernetic trainees that are powerful, unthinking, and unflinchingly obedient to authority. Stop plans to sell these trainees as a force to keep its donors on top. Am I one of these trainees? I got a transfer to the YTDI as a supervisor. No one even seemed ashamed to give me full access. I get the sense that my superiors aren't paying attention to what is happening. That might be the most infuriating part for me. They don't care whether this program succeeds or fails. The implication I'm getting is that this is far from the only program of its kind. It might be one of many, many more. Yep, and we can kind of see why she became a turncoat now. There's a small kitchenette. It looks like it hasn't been used recently. Did Dr. Danger take care of all the cooking? A handwritten note sits on the counter. Looks like a recipe for pancakes. Fridge seems well stocked too. Let's see if Caution likes your take on Dr. Danger's recipe. Okay, so ingredients: 5 pieces of bacon, 8 eggs, 7 strawberries, 2 nuts, 5 cups of flour, 3 cartons of milk, 6 snappers, 7 sticks of butter, and 9 blueberries. Instructions: always begin cooking with my son place. Drag items to the board to arrange them. Look at the ingredients list to figure out how many of each you should be laid out on the counter. All items of the same type should be directly adjacent to one another. Items of different types should not touch directly, but can touch diagonally. Drag unneeded items to the trash. Okay, so where's the trash? Oh, so you can go to the trash, I think. Wait. So milk, butter, blueberries. I need 9 of you. Okay. Eggs. Wait, two nuts. Oh, I probably need those then. I mean, that's not the nuts I need, but, you know, need nuts. That's flour, right? And bacon. Oh, I guess I need everything then, because that'd be my snappers, right? Wait, I think I've done it. I think it was messing me up. I really got those nuts wrong. Okay, everything's at 0, and I don't think anything is touching, right? Oh, yeah. I was literally just moving things around randomly. You solved the puzzle. Suddenly, the stove pops open. Oh, kid, you've been through a lot, huh? There's a photo inside of it, with text written on the back. I don't remember what the food was like at the orphanage. Probably bland. I wish I could forget what lab script tastes like, but meals were usually the least painful part of my day in the lab, so I've got a soft spot for the stuff. But that wasn't food. It was nutritious and edible and nothing more. It didn't fill you up. It wasn't warm. There wasn't any thought in it at all. Pancakes are food. They sizzle in the pan and curl at the edges, and they make little bubbles when they need flipping. You can undercook them and burn them, bury them in toppings, or eat them with your hands. They're filling and tasty and oh so warm. I'm sure I could easily recreate her recipe. It's hardly rocket science, even with one arm. That I've never had someone cook for me before. I'd like to pretend I'm not capable for a little while longer. Poor kid. Okay, now it's the door, huh? Wait! Before we go back, I need the thing on the floor. The lock for the door is a scrapbook? Its pages are empty though. Right, return? I need this. Entry set 5. He smiled at me. Even though everyone else he's seen here, everyone dressed like me, acting like me, working for the same people as me, has made him suffer. He smiled at me. I'm getting better at coming up with excuses to visit him, at least. I need to evaluate how he's coping with procedures, just like the other YT/DI trainees. I might need to test his reflexes. Hell, he might need a snack to make him more cooperative. All my explanations are superficially believable at best. I'm no medical professional. I'm a supervisor. I oversee things. By all means, I should have been reprimanded for getting too involved, but no such warnings have come my way. I'm never going to be able to forget the look on his face when the convulsions started. He knew it was coming, and he knew there was nothing he could do to even brace himself for the pain. He's been through it countless times. I don't want to see it ever again. They claimed that it was a clerical error that he didn't receive his anti-seizure medications that morning. I know that it was actually punishment. He refused to obey during yesterday's mandatory exercises. You wouldn't treat an animal like this, much less another human. To them, he's less than that. I triggered the false alarm right on schedule, down to the second. My not at all false explosive followed suit. I had always understood that the chemical reaction was very simple to set up, but I still expected my first felony to present more challenges than this. I have a knack for this kind of thing. He didn't hesitate for 1 second when I asked him to come with me. As I rushed him through the fire exit, the look on his face the moment he was struck with me. Could anyone have looked more relieved? Maybe he should have hesitated. All that awaits him is a life in hiding. At least, he'll have a choice from now. Okay, I think that's all our papers unless more dropped upstairs. Oh, it did. I've no right to call myself a parent, but even so, parenting is hard. His rehab is going as well as can be expected, but this is no way to raise a child. I can educate him, keep him fed, and care for him, but I can't give him any kind of future, not while Stop is trying to erase our very existence. I managed to section away enough resources to last us a while, but all my internal records within Stop were destroyed by the fire. They still know I'm out here, but now I have no proof that I was ever as big a part of them as I say. It's my word against theirs, and they have far larger, more powerful allies. Bombs, sabotage, and cryptic messages on shady websites get much better traction than just sending my research notes to major news outlets. No one cares what Deirdre Destrange has to say, but when Dr. Danger blows up an energy pipeline, people look up from their food and watch. He chose the name. It's got a nice, old-school appeal to it. Caution has always been eager to please and happy to spend time with me. Is it any wonder he wants to help the nefarious Dr. Danger in her fight? I should tell him no. Revenge is poison, and he's already been through too much. But I still can't bear to calculate how much of his suffering is my fault. I don't have the heart to tell him no, and I'd sooner die than judge him for how much he hates Stop. Dr. Danger and Caution are becoming a household name, but that's about it. Stop is still in power. People are still too scared to take them to task, and there is still YTDI centers all over the world. If I destroy one, they move the children to another. That's horrible as is, but what if they don't care enough to do even that? What if they believe the YTDI is just not worth the cost? What'll happen to those children then? Something needs to change, but I'm not sure it's something that Dr. Danger can do. And I'm not sure that Deirdre Destrange is enough for him. So maybe that's what happened. She's just planted a body of Dr. Danger so that she can kill the supervillain off and come back as Deirdre to try and fix things, right? Okay. I like to watch her work. It's normally very calming, but when she's making something explosive, it's really, really exciting. The other day, I noticed that she'd forgotten her flash powder. I brought it over to her, saying that I wanted to test out the grip strength of my new arm. She saw through my excuse, but she let me help anyway. I even made a few suggestions of my own. And guess what? Guess what? She ended up using every single idea. She said it was impressive how quickly I picked up on what her design needed. She smiled at me with such pride. But at the same time, there was this sad look in her eyes. I've noticed she's sad a lot. I want to do something to change that. Okay, so I feel like that is going to be the very last picture. Maybe? Yeah, I feel like it should be the last one, if they need to be in order. She told me to explore the place. She said it was important that I adjust to my new environment. Okay, so I feel like the hand going up is the first picture then, right? Of him escaping. I don't know why she's so stressed about my surgeries. She's the smartest person I know. So I feel, yeah, that's gonna be the second one. And when he started moving around, it'd be this one, right? I feel like that's correct. Because then, escaping, surgeries, getting better, and then becoming Caution. Submit. You place the scrapbook down to get a fresh look at what you've got so far. But when you step back, you feel like something's out of place. And if you can tell, then he can tell. Better.
Hey, lab rat.
Ah, man. What did I do wrong? It's okay to suck at arts and crafts, lab rat. Not everyone's born to make masterpieces. But that scrapbook meant a lot to me. If you were gonna screw up that badly, you could have at least used the non-permanent glue. A bead of sweat trickles down your back. Was that an option? Wait, I left that out, didn't I? My bad. If memory serves me, this button should kill me. Oopsie doopsie. I swear that was an order. Subject succeeded in proving the fatality of ray gun prototype Delta N. Contributing factors to death, they messed up my scrapbook. So now, we're even. Dead end number 10. Holy scrap! Okay, so then, maybe it's these two that I got mixed up. Oh, so yeah, it's probably when the eye was implanted. So, the pancakes was before he got his cybernetic, and then operations afterwards, and then he becomes Caution. Okay, maybe that's where I went wrong. Submit this? Oh yeah! Huh? The screen behind you didn't turn on. Guess Caution really was serious about the whole silent treatment thing. The way should be clear now. You could look around a while longer, but chances are high you won't like whatever else you find. Better keep moving. This our way out? Looks like There are no screens in this corridor. You don't think you'll see any of Dr. Danger either. There really isn't much else to say about this hall. If that's the case, then this is probably close to the exit. To be honest, the lack of nasally jabbering kind of puts you on edge. Not that you like that brat who called you a lab rat and trapped you in several rooms with lethal puzzles. The silence forces you to focus on something much louder and much more disturbing. Thoughts that are only now coming to the forefront of your mind. You think about Dr. No, Dr. Deirdre Destrange. You think about the results of your investigation. And you think about yourself, a tiny cog in a massive machine. A sleek, pristine, reliable machine, carefully cleansed of the blood it spilt. A deep dark pit hollows your stomach. Slowly, you make your way forward, each step heavier than the last. Oh, fresh air! In a large garage filled to the brim with cardboard boxes, the exit waits for you, wide open. It's night already. Outside, you hear the quiet rushing of a river. Just a few more steps, and you're out of here. Even more, and you'll be on the bus back home. It'll take a couple of hours to get back to HQ. You'll nap on the ride, probably, so that by the time you get to your stop, you'll have enough energy to run up thousands of narrow stairs. And you'll reach your boss's office and... well, what'll happen next? You'll definitely get that bonus. If this isn't going above and beyond, maybe you'll get a promotion, a better salary, better benefits, a better home, a better life, something you've always wanted, and maybe that'll help you sort
going
out.
To take responsibility.
Caution? Oh, hi, kid. Not now, kid. Do you reckon he blames me for Dr. Danger's death? The last thing you need is him showing up.
I see my escape rooms have worked their magic. I didn't think it was possible, but you're feeling guilty, aren't you?
Guilt? Is that what this is? Over something you didn't do? All those years, you must have been so proud to wear their uniform. To be a brave soldier fighting for such a pristine, justice-seeking organization like that. You feel sick. But it's not enough for you to feel bad. 'Cause if I let you go home and get your bonuses and sleep in your nice bed, you'll be stumbling over yourself to forget everything that happened here as fast as possible. You, or your boss, or the next agent. You'll storm in here and sweep away everything me and Dr. Danger fought for. Someone better'll catch me and destroy this place. And stop or turn me into a nameless drone like I was supposed to be. He's shaking. He's trying to put on a brave face, but he's shaking.
But I don't want that, you know? I don't want to forget my home, my books, my bugs, my bed. And I don't want to forget myself. I don't want to forget about collecting stickers, or eating pudding, or sewing my first pair of mittens. And I don't want to forget Dr. Danger! She saved me! She raised me! She stood up for me when no one else did! And what did Stop do? They made her a villain! They took everything away from her! They killed her!
So, what are you gonna do now, lab rat? You've still got your weapon, don't you? Come on, hit me with your best shot. Hit me! 'Cause if you don't, I'll... You can't deal with this anymore. You don't want to fight him. You You're not going to use your gun?
Then, on behalf of Stop, die.
Damn! The bullet. It only grazed your cheek. Huh? Caution. Foul? What's going...
I missed. I had the muzzle aimed at your head, the bullets loaded, and I missed. First try.
Caution's gaze is vacant. It's the same gaze as that boy in the scrapbook. That alone makes the pit in your stomach sink even deeper. So to fill it, you say something really, really stupid. You know, you could have fired again. I'm at a contact shot distance.
No, I couldn't have. Trying to kill you was a lot more tiring than I thought it would be.
Tiring? Ah.
Go. This is what you wanted, right? The exit's right there. Go back to your home. Your TV. Your money. I was fooling myself. Thinking I could do what Dr. Danger did for me. So go. I hope the guilt eats at you for the rest of your fucking life.
Slowly, you make your way towards the exit. There's any consolation, kid. I'm so low level, I knew nothing about the YTDI. When you finally make it outside, you turn back. The boy is still sitting there, legs splayed haphazardly, arms floppy, still staring at you. You stare back at him, give him a curt nod. He doesn't react. So, without another word, you turn back and see him forcing an attempt at a villainous grin.
If you really feel that bad about it, I did sneak copies of everything you've seen here onto your device. I found your address while you were looking around. Pretty devious idea, right? Downright heinous.
He takes a deep breath, then exhales.
All right. Here's another world-class criminal scheme for you. Stop Agent stakes reputation, credentials, leaks internal docs to all four corners of the net. Not a bad headline. Could make for a half-decent start to a villainous career. Your choice, obviously. But I know what I'm talking about. After all, I am a supervillain.
Oh, wait, that's Deirdre's, right? I swear she's not gonna be dead. Okay, so apparently there's multiple endings depending on how much you investigate during the different escape rooms. So I wonder when it changes in the ending. Can't say you miss his nasally jabbering, and yet you take it over that strange, baleful unease that hums at the back of your mind, like the silent air conditioner in your boss's office. It's not about your job. You did what you were supposed to. No, rather, you're bothered about the evidence itself. But why? All you remember are torture instruments and strange hobbies. Nothing out of the ordinary for a villain. Maybe you'll chew on it another day. For now, though, your priority is getting out of here. There's the exit. right up ahead. It's in the middle of a big garage-like space, one filled with boxes of all shapes and sizes. Maybe it's for storing tools or materials? You don't really want to find out. Like the hallway before it, this room's completely unremarkable. And besides, you've had enough of exploring. All that said, you weren't expecting your escape to be so straightforward. I've just had a thought. If we don't explore as much, we won't be feeling as guilty, right? Do you think one of the endings is going to be we're willing to shoot Caution? Or Caution's willing to actually shoot us this time? The exit's wide open. If you walk through right now, you'll... Crap! You jinxed yourself. Hello? Who's there?
So, you finally made it. Did you like my games, lab rat?
Hi, Caution. A gun? Why does he have a gun? Someone his age shouldn't... No, it's a fake, isn't it? Of course, it's just a practical joke of his. I'm glad you're having fun and all, but I really should get going. See, adults have these things... Oh! It just hit your knee. Oh, he certainly didn't miss that time then. Ah! 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 I reckon that hurt a bit. Crap! Crap, crap, crap! You can't believe you made such a rookie mistake, and you can't stand anymore. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get out of here now?
Shut up.
Patronize me at your own risk is what I should have said before firing. But I'm still new to this. Kinda like you and your job, lab rat. It's why you don't scare me. You're just a low-level nobody, living a hand-to-mouth life. That's why you did this mission, right? 'Cause you wanted a sweet fat paycheck. You want to say something, but you're shaking and sweating everywhere. All you can do is open your eyes. Struggling just to open your mouth? That'd earn you plenty of pity points if you weren't so gross about it. You've never experienced this much pain before, have you? In fact, it seems like you haven't experienced much of anything. If I let you go, would your bosses even care? After all, you're not much of an investigator. So, how about I save you all the exit interviews and put things to an end here? No, you can still get up. If you fall all the way back, they'll definitely forgive you.
I'll admit, I'm curious. When you're gone, will Stop eulogize you? Or will they just write you off as another wasted asset? I'm undecided. But I wouldn't be much of a scientist if I didn't test my hypotheses.
I'm definitely gonna get shot in the head. There it is. Damn, Caution! Okay, so I don't think it massively changes their ending, but there is a little bit of variation depending on which room you search the most. So for the ending we just got, we searched the first room, so with all the torture chairs and everything. And this one, we searched the second room, so it was all the evidence instead. It's not about your job. You did what you were supposed to. No, rather, you're bothered about the evidence itself. Maybe it was those blueprints, or that corkboard. Yeah, they were pretty scary, weren't they? No wonder you've got goosebumps. Even if Dr. Danger's dead and gone, Caution's more than capable of taking her place. You've seen it for yourself. There's no time to lose. Better hurry back to HQ. But As much as I sympathize, I just can't let you go. You got your muddy paws on some confidential information, stuff way above your pay grade. So, I'm afraid I'll have to end things here.
No hard feelings. I know you were just doing your job. But see, there's a little conflict of interest between you and me. Besides, I've got to finish what Dr. Danger started. That's my job, now that she's gone. And by the time I'm finished, they'll be begging for her to come back.
Damn. You know, I want to see a game that's all about Caution's arc now. It would be a bloodbath. You can't say you're surprised about what you've learned. Stop's public image always felt a bit too pristine to you. Nowadays, shady behind-the-scenes stuff is par for the course for big security organizations. No. What bothers you is your future. If evidence of Stop's crimes goes public, your boss will definitely fire you. You'll lose a decent salary, your 401k, your tiny, cozy studio apartment. And though you were never fond of your job, you quite liked your stable, boring life as is. Guess that's another reason to get out of here. Okay, I feel a little bit less remorseful about the fact we get shot and killed by Caution now, when apparently the thing we're most concerned about is losing our salary. Not the fact that kids are getting tortured and cybernetics implanted. No, it's just our job. That's what we're concerned about. I'm kind of on Caution's side now. Someone else will deal with the problem. You'll get a fat vase and pretend it never happened. Nope, you're just gonna die. Want a fun fact? You'll definitely find it interesting. The pain you're feeling right now is only 1,000th of a pain I went through. I wish I was exaggerating, but they came up with very accurate scientific measurements for this kind of thing. Only 1,000th. You read Dr. Danger's diary, right? You know what Stop did to me. Getting up from my bed took weeks. Walking with my new legs took months. I still twitch and faint because the crap they put in my brain. You'll never know what that's like, being a real lab rat.
I won't let anyone else live through what I did. You weren't there. You were in charge. And after everything you people did to me... No. To us. I just can't forgive someone and brush that aside.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see what happens then if we don't investigate whatsoever. Finally, you're tired of that brat's antics. Yeah, you didn't do your job properly. You certainly didn't take advantage of the intel opportunities you were given. But in your position, who would? With a little groveling and brown-nosing, you'll be back to your usual routine, handing locked suitcases to labs and giving your boss his 3 o'clock coffee. Besides, Stop will send a better agent in your place. A capable one. One who will sponge up information and collect samples like there's no tomorrow. But that agent isn't you. It's never you. You just come to work for a decent salary. Alright, agent. Get going already. You've got a lair to break out of. There it is. There's the exit. And the path is clear. No guards, no traps. Just a big garage littered with cardboard boxes. Huh. You weren't expecting your escape to be so... simple. You spoke too soon. Identify yourself!
How many guesses will you need this time?
I'm thinking 3. Ah, caution! You would have been my second guess. No more TV screens, huh? Don't need them. Not if I'm going to finish what Dr. Danger started. using that. Kid, you shouldn't be wielding... Shut up and let me talk, lab rat. I didn't actually think you'd make it this far, but alas, your puzzle-solving skills were decent. In another life, you'd make quite the sidekick. Well, maybe if you'd free me. How no? You're dangerous, lab rat, and I just can't let you go. The brat's got bravado. You'll give him that. He's keeping that revolver remarkably steady, even though he's shaking all over. But he's still just a kid. Might never have even wielded a weapon before, for all his big talk. On the other hand, you're a stop agent. You can draw and fire a gun faster than someone can say knife. It's the first thing they teach you as a trainee. Oh man, we're gonna shoot caution, aren't we? He's scared, but he's not going to hesitate any longer. You exhale, and before his finger can snake itself over the trigger, you raise your gun towards his torso. You half expected that freak to go down cackling, like a scene out of a superhero movie. A villain shrieking with laughter, even as they're plugged with thousands of rounds. Nope, he's just a scared kid. But Caution's final moments are surprisingly quiet. He stutters out a pained gasp. He reaches forward. He struggles to grab something you can't see. He falls. His gun clatters on the floor. He doesn't move again. As you walk from the garage, you do your best to ignore his lifeless body. From the corner of your eye, you watch his blood ooze onto the floor. Once a better agent comes here to gather evidence, they'll clean the stains and burn the corpse. The sight of blood at the edge of your vision fills you with exhaustion. You just want to get out of here and let someone higher up sort this crap out. But as you leave, you can't help but think to yourself, that was easy. Easier than it should have been, maybe. Or maybe not. But one thing's for sure, there's one less villain out there now. One less threat. One less thorn in Stop's side. When you go to write up your report, that's all you'll be able to say. God damn. He had such a rough life. Poor kid. Okay, so I think all our dead ends are going to be with the puzzles, right? So if we just get it wrong, then we should get our other dead ends, right? So there we go, that's my bomb. Carefully, you finish the assembly and set it down in front of you. Huh? It doesn't seem like it's ticking.
Hey, lab rat.
Well. You've successfully made a bomb. I can say with 100% certainty that it'll make a fantastic explosion. Phew, looks like you've done what you were supposed to. That said, the timer needs some work. Report 414. Subject passed away due to an overexposure to high-yield explosives. Contributing factors to death, a lack of detail-oriented problem-solving skills. Nothing more, nothing less. Dead end number 3. A mind-blowing conclusion. Okay then. Let's see how we die from just messing around with the chemicals. You're getting close now, right? If you just pour this into that.
Hey, lab rat.
Wow, lab rat, you've made quite the concoction. Really? Did you find a solution that he hadn't thought of? You know, I did say that 2 doses would be lethal. By the way, have your legs always been made of jelly? But if your biosigns are anything to go by, it looks like overexposure to the vapors does the job too. Yep, I'm down for the count. Lab report 4786. Subject experienced cardiac arrest after extended exposure to fumes in the workplace. Contributing factors to death: didn't perform their duties under a fume hood. Stop. We'll have to screen its employees for basic lab safety if they're going to keep sending them my way. Dead end number 5. A phenomenal end. Okay then, let's get this one wrong, shall we? So I think we just need to jot them in the ones I'm in front of. You step back and pause. Something about the order doesn't seem... Oof, not quite. But it's okay. I can fix this. Easy peasy. Just, stand still. For 1 second. Well, that sounded squidgy. Subject was crushed by a comically large marble. Dropped just high enough for an instantaneous death. And perfect comedic timing. Contributing factors to death: didn't recognize good slapstick even when it hit them. Dead end number 2. Marvelous slapstick. Okay, so we just need to get all these wrong, right? There you go, maybe submit it like that. That seems perfect to me. You carefully insert one more pin. Whoa, you suck at this. Something about his usually straightforward insult puts ice into your veins. It's like you're solving this puzzle with your eyes closed and your nose plugged. There's some reason you don't want to look at the truth in front of you, lab rat? No, it's just... I know you're not taking this seriously. Maybe we should just move on. You know what? Yeah. Let's put a pin in it. Oh, how many pins got put in me? Lab report 273. Subject experienced permanent loss of life after one of the facility's reconfigurable nanostakes jetted out of the floor and impaled them to the ceiling. Guess they were worth the trouble of installation. Contributing factors to death: couldn't put progress on the board. Dead end number 7. Pinpricked. Oh, that's a rather brutal way for me to go. Okay, I just need to make myself the perfect circuit. Perfect. You confirm your choice, and a beeping starts. Its tone sets the hairs on the back of your neck on edge.
Hey, lab rat.
You're losing them, Doc. Wait, that's an actual... As they are now, they can't be restabilized. That person's own nervous system will rip their body apart with spasming. But they shouldn't be punished for your mistake, right? Well, don't worry, I can fix this. But I'm gonna need a hand. Suddenly, your body feels a lot heavier. Is that mist in the corner of the room? And a liver, and a stomach, and a heart, and most of your spinal cord. Oh, damn! You're just gonna harvest my body, huh? I guess that today they're harvesting me. And I'm gonna need them right now. So, reckon I can live without a stomach and mess my spinal cord? Lab report 062. Patient was eventually restabilized and should wake up within the next few days. On the other hand, the lab rats won't get up ever again. They're missing a few too many critical parts. Contributing factors to death: they gave too much of themselves to my cause. Dead end number 9. Didn't make the cut. Okay, I've successfully failed this, and suddenly your controls freeze up. There's a notification in the corner. Seems like you've run out of time, lab rats. That's it. The jail peak is over. You screwed up. So it was a prison. Then, if this only concerned you and me, I'd be whatever about it. We all make mistakes, you know. So I'm super forgiving and cool about this kind of thing. But you just lost those kids a chance to get out before the operations start. Sorry, operations? They could have got out clean. Now I'll have to step in and bust them out dirty. And it's all because of you.
Shut up.
Now, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Do I want to do that? Doesn't the gas enter from the corner? I'll come back for you when you're sorry enough. He forgets I'm here, doesn't he? Lab report 893. Subject expired after 3 days due to lack of water, light, food, and mental stimulation. Scratch their nails to bleeding point on the exit door before losing consciousness. So I'll have to clean that mess up. Contributing factors to death. Didn't take the consequences of imprisonment very seriously. Dead end number 8. A taste of sobering punishment. You know what? I don't think I want to put a letter in this time. I think I just want to make my own word up. There we go. That's a good word, right? Holy crap! Did you guess that right on your first try? Huh? Really? Kidding! You! Come on, lighten up! Here, let me help! Lab report 404. Not much to say here. The lab rat just sucks at word games. Contributing factors to death. Should have dipped their toes into a few tiles before meeting me. Personally, I recommend Scraddle. Dead end number 6. Stop me if you think you've worded this one before. Wait, how did I die? Did you, burn me alive or something? Damn! You know what? I don't think I approve of your recipe. I think this is the perfect amount of ingredients. Just 1 of everything, and then 2 eggs. Perfect! There! That should be the right ingredients for the pancakes. Now, if you pour the batter... Stop right there, lab rat! I don't want that affront to all things edible anywhere near my nice, tasteful kitchen appliances. How the hell do you screw up pancakes that badly? Did you stop, mangle your common sense, as well as your brains? You open your mouth to protest. You know what? Justifiable, I did ruin pancakes. Lab report 406. Subject perished soon, but not soon enough, after being plastered against the wall by a gigantic frying pan-shaped mallet. I was swatted by a frying pan? Good riddance, although I have to admit, I was looking for an opportunity to get a use out of that particular trap. Contributing factors to death. Committed sacrilege against breakfast food. Dead end 13. Flipping miserable. That seems like a nice quote to me. And I'm pretty sure this is the last dead end we need. And then we have every ending. Let's submit. Wow, you're far from delicate, aren't you? I'd like to think of myself as a lenient kind of guy. But watching you butcher that sentimental quilt is pretty painful. Like a death by 1,000 cuts. Or needles in this case. You hear a switch go off and... Oh, that sounded painful. Lab report 112. Subject failed to appreciate the value of good stitch work, and so was impaled by 1,024 needles. NB. It needed to be a square number for the triggering mechanism to hit its mark. Contributing factors to death. Couldn't sew their way out of a wet paper bag. Am I now Pinhead? Dead end 11. Quilt in action. I really hope there's going to be another game in this series. Especially like, continuing on for the end where Caution doesn't die. And I'm still not convinced that actually Dr. Danger is dead. If you enjoyed your time here, I'd really appreciate you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, you have a spooky day and I'll catch you next time, guys.